Arctic, as we are now moving on to the drafting phase, Nova PH on the blue side versus Samurai Gamers on Halo on the red side. I think we talked about this Arctic kanina nga, the Superman. I don't think we'll see him play for the qualifiers as most of the teams agree how powerful he is in this patch.
Man, and of course, with that, no surprise, kind of a reflection of what we saw kanina nung game 2 ng first semifinals natin. Superman and Siniel gonna be banned out, tapos instant priority ang Nova PH para dito sa Killgraph pick na to.
I love how despite the slight nerves as the Malak has been hit in this patch, it does not stop the team from seeing its true value, the true damage, no pun, for the Malak being locked in for the red side, followed up by the Zephys. But as for the blue side for Nova PH, sometimes we kind of wonder, Arthur, why is he picked? But that will be a switcheroo to the L'Oreal and the Alice.
Whew, very classic from what we hear. In fact, I'm having flashbacks nung onte sa nakita natin from their own sister team. Kung mapapansin mo, the Killgraph priority, followed by securing a L'Oreal, and looks like they'll be opting for the Alice as their support. Meanwhile, for Samurai Gamers Halo, they'll be going for the Lubu as well as the Joker. So there's a lot of power so far, packing quite the punch as far as what SGH has drafted.
So much power falling to the Nova PH side as we are seeing the Violent, the Killgraph falling into the hands of the blue side. As for the Arthur is there as someone who can go in for easy pickups when the enemy is escaping. But for Samurai Gamers Halo, going for aggressive engagement. We're seeing the Crash, the Luwu, the Malak, plus the Zephys and the Joker. Quite the opposite as we would expect from the blue side, where they're going for slight early game advantage, but we can agree on both teams. They're going for the late game.
Definitely. I mean, a lot of these heroes that have been drafted will allow both teams to kind of have that better transition into later parts. Kung mapapansin mo yung sa Nova PH, they do have the Alice, so that if ever things do get a little bit dire, at least they have that utility to have those shields to deal with the damage, movement speed, whether they want to speed into fights or speed out of them. Meanwhile, looking at Samurai Gamers Halo, andun naman yung, they have a lot of tankiness, a lot of sets to them. So without a doubt, if they want to bring the fight, they're gonna bring it.
Not just that, it's all about the hard engages on their side too. Tankiness, everything all in one. So it'll be a bit difficult for the Violet to try and kite things out here, and especially for the Killgraph. You pick a Killgraph, you better be ready. A target's on your back, as we will be loading onto the entire battlefield shortly as the game will load up. But once again, Arctic, this is something that we look forward to as we throw it to the casters.
Gamers Halo Game 1, and so far I think they're playing really riskily right now. Kaisaya, by the way, right here with me, she will be casting as well. Hi Kaisaya, how are you doing?
Great, great. And right now, I think we have to check out what the members of actually Nova PH doing right in here. It appears SGH wants to steal the jungle buff of this Nova PH. Let's see what's gonna go down in here first. Looks like walang mamamatay on that early invade. At the same time, hindi lang yung buff yung kinukuha dito ng Samurai Gamers Halo. But at the same time, nagnakaw din sila ng konting jungle dun.
That's right, and that's very big, especially if you have a team like Nova PH, where you have a Killgraph and a Violet na talagang gutom sa resources. They're gonna need a lot of gold, and I think Samurai Gamers, they're very smart in making sure na syempre gugutumin mo yung Killgraph at yung Violet. Yun ang priority nila sa game na to.
And we can see Alice here actually doing her role as a support, roaming around the river, checking out baka may mga nagtatagong members ng Samurai Gamers Halo dito. You know, well, I think, what do you think about the lineup of that Nova PH? I think medyo isa lang yung tank nila,
Actually,
yung tank nila.
Yeah, that's a problem that I'm seeing. They have a lot of firepower and also support, but
They're
saan
lacking in terms
nanggagaling
of-
yung... Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And if you have a team that's like Samurai Gamers, they will have a lot of advantages when it comes to the earlier parts of the game, where you will have a Malok as well.
Definitely.
That's why they were able to secure that buff, actually. That's why they were able to get that buff so easily. No contest, even if medyo sinubukan ng Nova i-defend. I mean, we got the buff. We're even gonna get this little one because, you know, what are we gonna do against our composition? Again,
Yeah, definitely.
Early game, right?
Yeah, early game though, Nova PH doesn't have enough damage yet, you know, to deal to the members of Samurai Gamers Halo. Kaya naman hindi na nila successfully na defend yung buff nila dun, as well as the other jungles na maliliit dun sa area nila.
Well, to be fair, that's the power nga ng mga triple tank composition. That's why medyo sikat ang triple tank ngayon in League of Legends in our region is that they can do a lot of stuff like this in the early game. Like, it's magic actually. It's really good. And usually, pag na-successful nyo na nagawa yun, it can transition very easily into more powerful late games as well.
And this is AOV, Globe PPGL Valor Cup Season 2 PH National Finals. And of course, guys, this is Game 2. So ano ba yung pag-giveaway natin dito? May pag-giveaway tayo para sa viewers. So for Facebook viewers right now, you just have to share the Facebook live stream. And for those who are watching on YouTube, you just have to answer the question of GM Alice. Then you will have a chance to win a Zuka body skin. You use Zuka?
Body, yeah. Zuka's like a really tanky. And again, it's very good. Meta siya actually sa ibang regions, especially Malaysia. They use Zuka a lot. So I kind of like Zuka, and I think he has potential as well to be used here.
Yeah, if you're a jungler, if you're a jungle player, right? So definitely Zuka is a must. If you don't have the skin yet, you'll get, I think if you're using a skin, whenever you play either rank or custom, not custom, but rather classic, you get a chance on, not really a chance, but you get double gold.
Oh,
Yes, you don't know that.
I actually did not notice that.
That's
A lot of gold percent, increased
50%.
gold percent.
It's 50
Wow.
additional 50% gold. So if you're actually, wanting to, get more arcanas for your roles, if you have different roles, for your heroes, different set of arcanas depending on the hero that you use, you can take this opportunity to get, to use a hero that has a skin and use it in, rank or custom game. Well, anyway, so yun nga. What do you think? Just looking at the draft, balik tayo sa game, no? Natin sa game. Game 2 for the match between Samurai Gamers Halo and Nova PH. Kaninong lineup ka dito vouch for?
Ako boto ako sa Samurai Gamers right now kasi feeling ko hindi naman sa mas maluptas maganda, mas madaling i-execute yung composition ng Samurai Gamers. Ult mo lang yung Malok dyan, ult mo lang yung Crash dyan. I think that the lineup itself, it does the work for you. That's like the really good thing about the game, the composition of Samurai Gamers. But on the other side, Nova PH, again, power up the Kilgrove, power up the Violet. You're pretty good to go. Just make sure they don't die in the coming fights. And I think that's something that we will see here.
Yes, and also allow that allies to actually roam for your team and also support your team to be able to sustain the damage that will come out from the Samurai Gamers. Possibly, kayang mag-sustain or mag-last nitong Nova PH in terms of dito sa Clash. So yun na nga guys, sinisimulan dito, unfortunately, ng Samurai Gamers ang Abyssal Dragon. It is currently not contested. Free Abyssal Dragon for the side of Samurai Gamers Halo.
Yeah, super smart play again. This is Samurai Gamers utilizing yung pinaka-early game potential nila, making sure that they can use those to bully Nova PH into submission, making sure, hey, you're not gonna get a chance to do anything until you feed your Kilgrowth, you feed your Violet enough. And habang di pa nangyari yun, kami ang may hawak ng mapa.
Yeah, and it seems something's happening there on the top lane. Will they go for a gank here para dito kay NPH Stagger using that Kilgrowth? Nako, mukhang hindi pa. Maybe this is not the right time, but kinokontest nila yung area right now eh.
Yeah. Tinatakot lang kumbaga.
Yeah.
Stagger.
Yeah, I'm actually expecting a similar strategy here from Brent Esports a while ago, wherein talagang, they were very aggressive in terms of taking the jungles of their opponent as well as ganking the skill drop.
That's right, and that's actually something that's not happening as extreme. Hindi ganun ka-extreme from kaninang game. Na tatlo yung pinapadala nila right off. Tas uulitin agad nila like after 1 minute. I-repeat gank nila, which is very effective. That's not what they're doing. Kasi alam nila na medyo balance yung threat this time around. Kasi may Violet naman.
Yes, and at the same time, we can see here, hiding in the bushes ang laruan ng Samurai Gamers Halo. Will there be a possible gank? But no, they're actually gonna go for the blue buff.
Grabe. As in, ginugutom nila yung Violet in regards sa buff. Kasi alam naman natin, basic kay Violet yan. If you want to be an effective Violet right now in the mid lane,
There we
hinabo
go.
si Quits.
Quits actually wanting to back away and he was successful. At the same time, di natin napansin kanina sa top lane, Stagger was actually able to back away from the possible gank coming out from the members of Samurai Gamers Halo. But then again, although hindi sila naging successful for that gank, well, this is their opportunity to get this Sentinel.
That's right. And as well as yung ginagawa niya na yun, yung kinukuha niya yung attention nung enemy team ng tatlo-tatlo, so hindi siya namamatay. That's really big for the Violet. Again, we were talking about that on the top lane. Stagger is very confident playing against Relax. And Relax, na-ult yan, ha?
And there we go, a backup coming from the members of Nova PH just to right in time. Dagdagan mo dito ng ultimate ni Alice, hindi makagalaw si SGH Relax. But dahil nakuha ang members ng Samurai Gamers, tinuk ng chance ng Samurai Gamers para kunin ang Abyssal Dragon. At the same time, pressure is going here in the middle lane, Rockhart.
That's right. Very decisive yung Samurai Gamers na talagang iniwan agad nila. As in, okay, sige na, tama na to. Iwan nyo na ako. Simulan nyo na agad yung dragon habang wala ako. And because of that, they get one dragon, they get one tower, big global gold all around. So, is that worth it? We'll have to see.
And definitely, there was an exchange of turrets as well. But will there be a gank that's happening here? Pero nakutubanan ni Arthur, he backed away. Alam niya, baka i-gank siya dito. So I think good decision. But meanwhile, we can see SGH Jido actually trying to wait for the buff of Nova PH.
Yeah, talagang gutom na gutom ang Violet at ang Killgrot sa buff ngayon sa game na to. And I think they're just gonna keep sieging up and they wanna dive.
No! A dive here coming from Samurai Gamers Halo. And there we go, ultimate coming up from the Malik as well, not allowing that Arthur to survive. Apart from that, kill, they got the turret as well. But at the same time, we can see doon sa top lane, Killgrot is pushing.
Yeah, we'll have to see ano ba yung sagot ng Nova PH sa mga ginagawang dives and attacks ng Samurai Gamers right now. We have to also find out how far along is this Killgrot in terms of growth. Can he fight now at this point of the game?
And there we go, Relax was able to back away. Stagger siya ba ang mahuhuli dito? But then again, all of the members of Samurai Gamers are actually 3 members going for the Stagger. But then again, we know meron tong skill para mabilis yung
speed,
niya. Yeah, speed
exactly.
boost. So then again, here we go. Will there be a fight that will happen here?
Kumaaligid ang Nova PH and right now they're getting engaged on by Samurai Gamers. Ultimate in by the Malok and we will have a pause request by the blue team for the
momentum breaker. No, we're not sure we actually requested a pause, but then again, definitely na-break yung momentum dito ng players, definitely, di ba? Pero napansin ko dun, Sir says, actually, he was the one using Alice. Nasa middle siya, so pabagsak na rin siya doon. I think Alice is gonna go down anytime soon on that particular clash. But then again, we'll just have to see, sino magsusustain ng damage. Then again, we have a tanky lineup for the side of Nova PH. So I think it's Nova PH that is gonna sustain that particular clash, lalo na malayo yung ibang members. No, actually, it is Samurai Gamers that has a tanky lineup. So I think sila yung magsusurvive in that particular clash.
In my opinion, I think that clash is gonna go pretty south for Nova PH so far. Absolutely. But I think medyo in position naman yung ibang members ng Nova PH to do that, to back up. Very, very slight takbo lang ang gagawin mo, magpapanik kayo.
Yeah.
But again, so far, let's talk about how the game is progressing.
Well, we saw it's at least 6-minute game time, but then again, there was only 1-1 score in terms of kills. So makikita natin definitely the members of both of the teams are actually going for the objectives rather than focusing on getting kills. Makikita natin a lot of turrets has been taken down just within 6 to 7 minutes game time. So I think both of the teams slightly parang balance dito yung strategies na nakikita natin sa kanila.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes really compositions helps.
That's right. It's very smart for both teams to go mostly macro. I mean, most of the time nananalo yung Samurai Gamers sa fight sa baba around the Dragon area. And then what they do is they allow the Killgrot some room. I mean, nakita mo kanina, nandun sa red buff yung Killgrot, he was fighting the Lubu one-on-one and the Lubu almost died at that point already. So, kahit medyo down ang Nova PH in terms of global gold and global objectives, I think the kill graph is actually becoming such a better threat than he was
Definitely.
kanina compared to like yung nakita
Yeah.
natin, di ba? Yung game ng sister team nila. So, we're gonna get back to the game. Look at this. Let's go, Kaisaya.
All right, Cerses, as we said, is gonna go down thanks to that damage from that relapse. Then again, tingnan natin, kill growth masyadong malayo right now, not able to actually back up the members of Nova PH. So ngayon, mag-isa na lang siya dito. Will Samurai Gamers actually push this turret or will they go for the Dark Slayer?
Yeah,
That's the
this is
question.
looking really bad for Nova PH. But I think they want to go for a tower instead, which is definitely anything goes. Samurai Gamers has a lot of control over the map. They can do whatever they want. Abyssal Dragon is up. Dark Slayer's also up. And let's see what will they opt for.
Yes, and even took down this blue buff from the jungle area of Nova PH, and now taking this opportunity, whoop, they have to back away from that Dark Slayer. They knew probably this kill growth might be able to steal that, so they decided to just back away. But makikita natin, Lubu is actually in the bottom lane stealing another buff in jungle area of Nova PH.
That's right. And actually, that's Samurai Gamers being very aware of the death timers. And I think medyo na-estimate nila na padating na yung Nova PH and they didn't really take a Baron, Dark Slayer. But they look like they could have actually taken a Dragon. I'm very surprised that they didn't start that off right away.
Papansin mo din dito, Nova PH, hiwa-hiwalay sila. They're actually trying to, not allow Samurai Gamers, push all their lanes as much as possible dahil nga hindi nila kaya mag-sustain probably sa clash. Well, ito, yung strategy nila, they will have to split push.
That's right. And Samurai Gamers definitely showing off how to make a triple tank lineup work. They're doing this so well, transitioning that tankiness into pressure for Nova PH. I think they want to go for a fight.
And definitely they will have to pick a fight in here if they actually want to go for the Dark Slayer. One member of Nova PH is down in here. Will another member go down? Cerses trying to position herself, not allowing Samurai Gamers to actually, get or poke a member of Nova PH.
That's right. At the same time, Lubu was actually trying to split push on the bottom lane, but was repelled successfully by the Arthur. And now they tried to transition into a Dark Slayer.
Oh my, oh my. At the same time, SG Halo going for the Dark Slayer, which unfortunately though, if Killgrowth would want to steal that, too late na, too late.
Yeah, medyo hindi ka talaga makaka-dive in this sense.
Baka mamatay lang siya.
Yeah, most likely. And if Killgrowth dies, mas mawawalan sila ng split push potential on top, and then mas magiging mahirap yung laban ng Nova PH if they decide to defend the base, which I think they're just gonna leave the outer towers and just try to defend the base and try to see if they can let the Dark Slayer buff like time out.
Yes, and we can see Nova PH just let the tier 1 turret on the top lane go down by the hands of Samurai Gamers Halo. At the same time, pressured right now ang Nova PH with, the Dark Slayer buff in the hands of Samurai Gamers. At the same time, yun na nga lang, ang makukuha na lang ng resources dito ay yung mga creeps na lang na galing dito sa lanes ng Samurai Gamers.
Yeah, right now, high ground tower defense here for Samurai Gamers. They go in hard. Alice has already used up almost everything, and now they start going in, whittling the HP bars of Nova PH left and right. Look at that. Crashed ultimate. It is so hard to get through that, and now there's 5 members of Samurai Gamers that will try to back off. They are very low as well. They will not be able to defend that core, but they did a lot of damage.
My oh my! We saw there, naubusan actually kasi ng creeps ditong Samurai Gamers. That's why they had to back away. But then again, they took down, the core now is open there in the middle lane, leaving Nova PH 2 turrets there on the top lane and the bottom lane. And we can see here, 4 seconds or 1 to 4 seconds from now, other members of Nova PH are gonna go up once again. I think there's still a chance. I think late game nga lang, but then again, kung gusto manalo dito ng Nova PH, they have to kill, the members of Samurai Gamers Halo, not outside their base, but rather doon sa base nila to gain more damage coming up from the base itself or the turrets.
That's right, and especially, I think sinabi mo na yun, dapat patagalin as much as possible ng Nova PH yung game na to if they want to get back. They need that kill growth power, they need that violet power, and Alice is having such a hard time ensuring you live, and that's gonna be harder as the game, that's gonna be easier if the game goes longer. But Samurai Gamers, they go in.
And there we go, a jump from Samurai Gamers. Halo dito, magiging sapat ba ang ultimately Alice to slow down the members of Samurai
Wow.
Gamers? Jido going so low, trying to back away and regain some health, but at the same time, too much damage coming up from Samurai Gamers. Halo not allowing Nova PH to regain HP. Marsursus has to back away and not able to defend the base. Samurai Gamers Halo just was firing on the base, and it appears this is the end for Nova PH. Congratulations to Samurai Gamers Halo for winning.
GG.
the round
Absolutely.
one.
That was very you could see that Nova PH was actually trying to fight in the start. Ang ganda nung simula nila nung bottom defense eh. I think they had a good advantage. Some members of Samurai Gamers were outside
Yeah.
the fence, but again, once they dove in and once they were able to position themselves properly, they started getting the win, and you saw what happened.
Even with the help of the turret damage, hindi talaga na-sustain ng members ng Nova PH yung damage and tankiness ng kalaban nila. You know what? It's just Arthur trying to cover the carries of Nova PH. Hindi na naging sapat. Even the friendship skill of Alice, you know, the bubble that shields the
Yeah.
members, and as well as unfortunately, the ultimate didn't help as well. I think, you know what?
At that
It's just
point,
that-
Hissifit really wasn't able to do much in terms of silencing and slowing, because they were just so tanky that even if they were slow, they were right in front of your face already.
Yeah, and allowing the carries of Samurai Gamers to just deal damage behind their covers, the tanks.
There That's right. So again, overall, that was actually super good for Nova PH. A lot of that fight,
That was just game one. So
Exactly.
this is a best of 3 match. There is still a chance for Nova PH to get back on feet on round 2 or probably round 3. We'll see.
yeah. So to give more insights on that game, let's throw it over to our analyst desk.
Okay, thank you very much to Rockhart and Kaisaya for quite the action that was brought to us during game 1. So, man, Vulcan, what do you think about that game?
Well, when it comes to, you're this close to making it to the finals, Arctic. You would try your best to go out with a bang, and we saw they fought hard. But in the end, when it comes to whoever wins, it's what I like about a best of 3 series. Tests the team's endurance and their mentality.
So, breaking down what happened there, it's interesting because for Samurai Gamers Halo, they were very much active even way earlier on, and I like the early cheeky invade was able to slow down the Violet from really get things going for Nova PH, and as a result, as the game went along, nakita naman natin kung ganong ka-fluid yung naging rotations ng Samurai Gamers Halo to be on top of objectives, at yan ang naging build-up nila. Hindi nakasabay yung Nova PH in order to try to contest those objectives. They tried to siege through the Killgrot towards the upper side, pero amidst yung proactivity ng Samurai Gamers Halo sa pagkuha ng objectives, sa pag-dive ng heroes ng Nova PH, let's say through the bot lane for example, may naiwan na isa, so with a 3-man dive into that bot lane, kahit gusto mag-push ng Nova PH, gusto na mag-trade ng towers, let's say through mid lane towards top side, hindi naging feasible kasi parating may nakaiwan pa ring hero ng Samurai Gamers Halo na makapag-defend.
And as for the MVP of our match, congratulations to Samurai Games Halo, J-Ray. So looks like that's actually it's my first time actually looking up that skin up close,
Yep.
Artie. It's really cute, the Crash, but here's the stats here for all of you guys to know why we have chosen him to be the MVP. But I think when it comes to yung medyo, if you talk about what's similar we saw in the game, it was all about disrupting the skin. I mean, the Violet was there, we also saw the Killgrot. That's what I saw common in this our game 1, and that's what I think both teams realized their win conditions.
So there you have it, guys. Man, what a game 1 that we have. When we come back in just a bit though, will Samurai Gamers Halo exhibit the same feat that Brent Esports had by going 2-0, or makaka-comeback kaya ang Nova PH at makahanap ba sila ng vengeance para sa fallen comrade nilang sister team kanina during the semifinals 1? So